There's many gang stalking tactics, right? Organized stalking. And I've been through basically all of them. They're reinitiating my organized stalking, coming to my page and saying you're schizo, your mental health, whatever, saying you're lying or saying comply, comply, comply. My mom's hackers are blackmailing my mom, and I know this intuitively because they're blocking her FBI phone calls and all her phone calls. So my mom's hackers are blackmailing my mom to try to frame me or set me up, and so are other gangs and associations of these gangs and organizations. And so this is how it works: is that there's many gang stalking tactics, and once you start speaking the truth and they start finding out the truth, they start trying to kill you slowly, start trying to poison you, trying to take you out because you work for God and you align with God and you speak the truth, and everybody starts turning against you. They start with slandering your name, discrediting you, making you look crazy like you have mental health issues, drugging you to make you look like you're an addict when you're sober, stalking you. Gang stalking and organized stalking reaches a whole new level of stalking through the doctor's offices, through the stores and the associates in the stores. They're paid off or forced to follow you, to watch you in the stores. People will follow you in the stores, switch out the food. People will force your family against you to give you food. They'll turn your friends and family against you. They'll do everything under the sun that you see in the movies of operatives. You know those the spies and stuff. Those operative movies like 007 and stuff. Those types of movies. Those are reality and undercover covert operations of gang stalking. A lot of times they're in militias, ex veterans from the army or from military background, police background, and so they already know the federal government. They already know the city and state governments and law enforcement agencies. So some of them are off the books, covert operations, undercover, not legal operations, but illegal operations through the city police and the state police and the federal government. But this is not saying that I'm going against all the federal government, because the federal government and the police and the army and the military are all set in place to protect the United States of America. So I do back them. I just don't back the corruption that is within them that they don't know about, or maybe they do. Who knows? But these are all things that happen against people who are gang stalked. Gang stalking sounds like gangs are doing it, which can be, but it's called it's organized stalking with covert operations to just torture you, stalk you, spiritually torture you. They basically take your whole life and ruin it and make you sound crazy and make you sound schizo and make you sound this, that, and there, while they're drugging you, while they're torturing, while they're stalking you, and why they're yelling at your house, and why they're like, following you every time you leave your house, and following you in the store, messing with your food, all types of things, It goes down like that. And that's only one thing. Then they start hacking you. They hack you to get information on you so they can blackmail you. So you have to be good and you have to put all your information out there, because if all your information's out there, what are they going to do? They can't do nothing. So you take their power from them by being honest. You take that power from them by being honest. Honest about everything. You pray forgiveness to God for everything you've done. And you walk in righteousness, in repentance. And when you walk in righteousness and repentance and you start exposing them, because they're scared to get done, they're scared to do their time because they did the crime. So they try to pin it on you as a scapegoat. They start to try to kill you. They start to try to poison you. They give you chemicals to make you go crazy, drugs to make you go crazy, to burn your insides, they put cancer cells in your body. They do all these things under the sun to give you any sickness under the sun. A lot of them work in the hospitals. A lot of them know about these things. Well, guess who? They violate the HIPAA Act in the hospitals between all the nurses and doctors every day. And they try to play it off like it's normal. If anybody ever looked up your name in the doctor's office and you weren't in the doctor's office, they violated a HIPAA Act under the federal government. So I've been stalked by life actors in stores, in the doctor's offices, and stalked by nurses. I know nurses that work in there, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really talk to them. But this is what happens when you're under organized stalking orders, under covert operations, corrupt police officers and corrupt federal agents and corrupt law enforcement agencies, corrupt DHS workers, corrupt state workers in all agencies. My mom's been stalked by DHS and state workers her whole life. I thought she was crazy. Everything that I've gone through, my mom's been through, and I thought she was crazy. The difference between me and my mom is I'm a prophet and I'm smart. My mom's smart too, but I'm smart and I've documented everything on video and I got evidence to back my accusations. You know what I mean? Plus, we can use city cameras, street cameras, store cameras by subpoena. And we can either subpoena other people's security cameras at any given time. So these things all happen. So when some neighbors were, I heard someone else say, take down your camera, which is tampering with evidence and hindering the investigation. So whoever was yelling that is tampering with a witness. But anyways, I had a camera in my window. But anyways, that being said, I have a no trespassing sign in my window as well. And so no one's ever allowed here for me. You know what I mean? So I don't really invite nobody over here because I don't trust nobody because of gang stalking, organized stalking. So it's not that I'm paranoid. It's that, well, I guess I am paranoid in the sense that I've actually experienced it. So it's more of a trauma paranoia because I've actually experienced these things. And it's not a paranoia where it's schizophrenic or mental health issues, because I've been going through this. They're reinitiating the gang stalking order in a different city through different people by coming to my pages and saying you're schizo, when I have evidence and live streams of all this happening. So everyone who says I'm schizo on my pages, or you're crazy, or you're paranoid, or you're on drugs on any of my social media, are the gang stalkers and the people trying to set me up and frame me and poisoning me for telling the truth. So that being said, you can override the VPN that they use on their phones, because they use VPN on all social medias to hide their stuff. They probably also, if they're really real gang stalkers, they'll use encrypted devices for they don't be found out. But anyways, those are the gang stalkers. Those are people trying to set me up, make me look crazy, poison me, and make me look crazy and stuff like that. So I felt like someone had nitroglycerin the other day in my heart. So my heart was beating fast and I get tired, right? So that's one way that they try to give you heart attacks, but it could be something else too that makes your heart race. But anyways, so that's already something I predicted. I'm a prophet, so I predicted all these things that are happening now. I've already predicted this. It ain't no way around it. But anyways, that being said, that's how gang stalkers operate. I don't know if this is my situation. Well, all that's my situation, but I don't know if this is my situation I'm about to speak of. Is that sometimes gang stalkers, organized stalkers that hack you, will hack you, and then they want you to move, and they move you next to gang stalkers and other stalkers to try to set you up in a new home and a new house, in order to frame you for various crimes. And then they slander your name in a new city amongst everybody in the city in order to try to get everyone to turn against you and lie against you and bear false witness against you. One of the biggest things that go against anointed people and prophets is bearing false witness. This is why it's one of our commandments on the 10 commandments to not bear false witness against thy neighbor. So, and it says thy neighbor, right? Which is a symbolism for and a literalism. You know what I'm saying? Do not bear false witness against thy neighbor, right? So that's why I'm documenting things and I'm theorizing, because I can't say nothing's fact until I have the facts, you know what I'm saying? But everyone that slandered my name takes everything, all the rumors and things for fact. And that's where they slipped up. So they started stalking me and gang stalking me, organized stalking me, hacking me, and trying to poison me and my family. So this is an ongoing situation and investigation that I have done. And I call upon the federal government and the righteous officers and law enforcement under oath to help me investigate these things. Amongst the church, who I want to investigate on a separate thing and give the evidence to the Supreme Court and the city and states courts, because this has been an ongoing situation, which I have proof of all this, of all these types of things. You know what I mean? So when you theorize something, you can't really be lying because it's under a theoretical situation. But those theories can be based off actual facts. When you document something, you document what's happening, even though you don't theorize with it. So there's two different types of things, you know what I mean? So either way, the documentation will be fact, and the theorizing is a theoretical thing. So if they're trying to say I'm a liar, then they're saying that my theories are lies, which are theories. Theoretically, they can't be lies. So these people are trying to slander your name in any given way to make you look bad, so they can discredit you in any given way. So this is what goes on in gang stalking. And this is my life as a prophet. I'm San Fernando, Prophet Fernando. And one of my saintly duties is exposing stalking and stalking tactics. So when I pass, people who are being gang stalked and stalked will be able to pray for me for help, because it's unjustly. It's vigilantism, and it's not justice, because law enforcement are supposed to uphold justice. They're supposed to enforce laws. You know what I mean? But some go take it into their own hands